Hey guys, what's up? It's Emma here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma and this channel is My Toy Movies. If you don't remember who I am or don't remember what this channel is or why you're subscribed, that's totally understandable. I haven't made a video on this channel in a while. I think like 2 years at least, but I haven't actively posted on here in like 4 or 5 years. I made a couple doll stop motions on here. I did ones with Dexter and Raven and Mira. I did videos with the Wonderland story. And early on, I made a bunch of Monster High videos. After Monster High died, around G2, essentially, I stopped using them as much in my videos. They would make little appearances. Toralei kind of stuck around for a while because I used to do Toralei's Thursday vlogs where I would just like have her come on camera and like hold her by her feet. Those were fun. So Toralei stuck around for a while because she's my favorite. But yeah, that was kind of the gist of my Monster High content. I am still very into Monster High, especially recently, especially with all the G3 stuff. And so for the last year or so, I've been back kind of tiptoeing into the doll community, collecting G3 in the shadows, and kind of like starting to get into keeping up with G3. I only have a couple of G3 dolls, but I've been keeping up with it. I know all the doll lines, and I know which ones I like, which ones I don't. I have thoughts on them. I think I'm gonna do a video about G3, so that might be coming out. But this video is about my Monster High collection in its entirety. I don't know how many dolls I have. That seems like I have a lot, but it's enough that I don't remember which ones I have exactly. Like I felt like I had more Claudines, for example, and I only have 2. Things like that, where like I kind of remember my collection a little differently than it actually is. So that's the plan for this one. I have already put together probably half of my collection, and last summer I kind of did the other half. So most of these dolls have been re-put back together in the last few years. And I'll show you what I mean by re-put back together, because it's not a real word. This is just a music festival Venus. We got her off of eBay in a doll lot. I don't know if you guys remember that video. I did a video about it. We started to make her into a custom, so some of her shaved head is gone. I don't know. We have 2 of this doll, so I might do something else with her. But anyways, this is Music Festival Venus, and she's just kind of kept in the bin looking like this. So not great. And so I would grab a doll like this, and then I would try to do her hair, try to make it better. And then I would go over to my Monster High bin, because I have some of my pieces together for sure. This is the bin. This is where my Monster High pieces are. I have an extra Toralei tail. I have all of their little accessories in this one. You can see Music Festival Venus's tag right there. I have my little Mega Bloks ones in there. All of their diaries are in this. Things like that. So it is kind of organized. But the dolls themselves were not kept in great condition, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I kind of just kept them in a bin, and it's like maybe this big, and it has like a line of dolls. I had like my DC superhero girls at the bottom, and then there's like a blanket, and then I would keep more dolls and then more on top. And they are in pretty good condition, but some of them did get little marks on their faces and things that I'm not too happy about now. None of them broke while in there. That would not be good. And they're all honestly in decent condition. The Ever After High dolls are in worse condition. I made so many videos with the Ever After High dolls that they're in kind of worse condition for sure. This is Holly. She's looking real good. But yeah, the Monster High dolls are kind of put back together. So this video, I'm going to one by one show them all, maybe do like a little 360, tell you which line they are, and kind of just show you, maybe tell you when I got them, stuff like that, little stories I have about them, and things like that. And I'm going to count them. So at the end of this, I'm going to tell you guys how many Monster High dolls I have, because I don't actually know. I have a guesstimate. I think that's all I wanted to mention. But let's get into some of the actual Monster High dolls and showing you guys how many that I have. In the last clip that you guys saw, I was going over my plans for this video. That was shot a couple months ago, but I've now finished organizing all of the dolls. It's also November. So yeah, I'm finally filming the actual clips of the dolls today, and the collection of Monster High dolls is like up and organized. This is my Monster High collection as of November 2023. So yeah, let's get into the dolls. Okay, so this is where all of my Monster High dolls are. And there's one up there, and then there's a couple in this bin over here that I'll show you guys in a second. Here we have all of the Monster High dolls that I have currently displayed. This is everyone, I'm pretty sure. My Shriek to Chic Honey Swamp is up there. This is pretty much everyone. This is how they've been displayed for like a month or so. I really think this is a cute little display. It's kind of just like over here by my door. I like it. I think it looks kind of cool. It's the best I can do for now. I do have other plans, which I can talk about at the end of the video. So currently I use some of my pop figures as like shelf raisers kind of. So like I have a couple pop figures here, and then I just keep some dolls like on top. So there are some like things in there. Those are all pop figures from here to here. We have one of my only inbox dolls, my reproduction Frankie, which we'll show in a bit. I have them kind of organized right now by like character, with like some of my favorites up here. Obviously, my girl. She's looking great. So I have like my Frankies here. I have like a couple of my Glulias here with one like here. These are kind of like together because like they're from the same line, and obviously Cleo and Glulia are besties. And then some of them are random, like these are from the same line, like one random G3 doll, and then a couple here, Rebecca and Venus, because obviously. Yeah, so this is how they're currently displayed. I think it's kind of cute. I like it. If you guys like look closely, you can see like a couple of things, like have like a lot of my pink haired ones over here. I have Laguna next to Lorna. I have my Helene next to my Gigi because like 13 Wishes, and I have the little lantern here. My 13 Wishes Draculaura is up here, so like they're kind of together. I have the whole werewolf family here together. My one and only Spectra is just kind of randomly here with the ghost. So like it kind of makes sense, but also it kind of doesn't, but I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cute. Up here I have my Spring Unsprung Lizzie Hearts in her box. I discovered that this can kind of be hung up, not very well, but it's up there. And then I have a little Squishmallow clip and my Freak Du Chic Honey Swamp. I kind of wanted to like hang her from something because she has the like her trapeze thing. So like I can't find the strings to my trapeze thing for some reason, but I wanted to kind of hang her like maybe from this or from somewhere else, like above the collection. So I figured she should be like separate, like kind of up there. But I think I'll end up moving her back down here once I find a good stand for her. Also, again, some of these dolls are standing, some of them aren't. That's mostly due to the fact that I ran out of stands. Like my Toralei, I didn't get her original stand because I bought her secondhand. She's just like randomly on a Freaky Fusion stand. And then my Dracubecca, who's that one's stand, I think she's just on a black stand. So like it's a little bit funky, and I'm pretty sure like this Toralei isn't even on a stand. She's not on a stand. So this is where it's at. I think it's cute. I like it. I've like enjoyed seeing it. I've taken pictures in front of it. This is the most displayed my collection has ever been. And so like to a lot of people it's like, that's kind of embarrassing. But like for me, this is really good and I really like it. With like her up there, I just feel like it's kind of cute. Long term though, I do want shelves, maybe here or over here where I'm gonna be filming this video, but maybe over here or over there. I don't know. So that's where all my dolls are. That's where they currently reside. Let's get into showing you guys the dolls individually and counting them so you can see how many I have. This is like a really cool opportunity to show you guys each of the dolls and like do like a little 360, and like while they're all displayed with other pieces, it's gonna be so cute. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm really excited about this video. I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit all of this. It's kind of random, but I hope it's cool. I hope you guys like it. Let's get into it. Go. Okay guys, so our first Monster High doll was Scarasculia. It was my sister's. I love this Sculia so much. I think she's one of the like more iconic of the budget line ones. Unfortunately, ours is missing like half of her leg, and her like print on her shirt is rubbed off. It was like a rib cage. I'd love to rebody her at some point, but I love her so much. My first Monster High doll was Music Festival Abby. This doll was very loved and played with. I don't think she's like the best Abby, but she holds like a special place in my heart and I love her so much. Have Music Festival Claudine. This Claudine to me is like one of the best, again, of the budget line dolls, but I just love her like natural hair, like the curly brown with like the blonde highlights. 10 out of 10. We also have Music Festival Venus. I love this Venus doll so much. I love the like variation in her like shaved head. I love her whole like punk aesthetic, and I think she might be one of the cooler Venii of the dolls that you can get, aside from like the original, obviously. Next up is Coffin Bean Abby. I love this line, the Coffin Bean line. Don't even get me started on the Toralei, who unfortunately I don't have, but you know. I just love this Abby's whole like pastel vibe, and her little like drink is just absolutely adorable. Next up, we have Picture Day Cleo. This Cleo to me is like one of the cooler ones that you can get. Again, she's super detailed. I love the beetles on everything and like the gold. I love the turquoise in her hair and the blue lipstick. Like, oh my god, I love her. Yeah. We also have Picture Day Frankie. Again, this Frankie is like really, I feel like kind of iconic. I do think she's like kind of underrated. I don't think she's rare by any means, but I just don't see her in a lot of people's collections, I guess. I don't know. With the bangs and stuff, I just think this Frankie's super cute.
This line came with fear books, which are like yearbooks, with like superlatives in the front and then a class photo in the back, and these stickers that you could like put on the superlatives and stuff. I just found this with our Frankie. She's like, the sticker pack was in like mint condition, and like I could see all the dolls from the line. I just thought that was like really cute and like cool to see all of them lined up. Now this Frankie is Skulltimate Roller Maze Frankie from the Friday Night Frights Monster High movie, and I think she might be one of my favorite Frankies of all time, which maybe is like kind of a hot take, but I think she's like so adorable, and I have a soft spot for the movie. But the green hair and the green lipstick, I wish we saw Frankie in more like neon green and yellow, which again, maybe a hot take, but I loved her. This is Dead Tired Rebecca. Rebecca Steam is also one of my favorite Monster High dolls, like of all time. This Dead Tired line is just really adorable, and like all the little like gear details in her clothing. Unfortunately, ours has like a little mark on her face, which I'm kind of bummed about, but she's good otherwise. Next up, we have Dead Tired Laguna. This Laguna to me is like very nostalgic, early G1. Like she looks a lot like her basic doll in my opinion. I just love her, and again, this line is so cute with the little details, the slippers, the little drink. I love them so much. We also have Dance Class Laguna. Unfortunately, we got this one secondhand, so she doesn't have her ballet slippers or her fins or her like tutu, I guess, or her bag, I assume. But she's a super cute doll. I love her like makeup in this line. We also have Dance Class Operetta. We got her in box back in the day, so she has all of her pieces. I love Operetta, but this is actually the only one that we have. I just love the aesthetic of her, and her style is just super cute. Next up, we have some Skull Shores dolls. This is Skull Shores Frankie. Again, got her secondhand, so she's missing some pieces, but overall, she's fairly complete. She has her bracelet and her earrings, and I love this doll. I love Frankie with short hair as well, so I think I just think she's cool. I just think she's grand, you know. We also have Skull Shores Ghoulia. Again, missing some pieces, but again, bracelet and earrings and a little piece in her hair, so pretty complete all in all. I love this Ghoulia. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. No doubt about it. I think I just love Ghoulia in general, honestly, but we also have Skull Shores Cleo. Again, missing her like long pants, and probably the least complete, but she does have her earrings. And a Cleo with short hair, and just a Cleo in general. We love her. And the gold lipstick is super nice. We also have Skull Shores Draculaura. Again, missing some pieces, but I love this bathing suit, the way it's like more like shorts at the bottom, and her like high ponytail. Also, her hair blend for this line is like super dark, like the dark pink, which I've always really loved on Draculaura. So yeah, very cool. We also have 13 Wishes Draculaura. The 13 Wishes line is probably one of my like top 10 or 15. It's just super detailed and like shiny, and I'm nostalgic for that movie because it was the first one I saw. So yeah, super, super cool. This Draculaura is stunning, and I didn't like her for a while, but I'm so glad that we have her because I love her now. Next up, we have new Scaremaster, Gigi Grant. This is the only Gigi that we have, but we used to love her so much. She's just super detailed for this line. I love her. Next up, new Scaremaster Claudine. I love Claudine with short hair. I'm a sucker for short hair on dolls. I don't know why. The dyed hair is super nice, and all of her accessories are super nice. We also have new Scaremaster Billy, who is also his basic Billy. Y'all know I love Billy. Billy Wilson, Invisibility. I love this man so much. He is a little dinged up because obviously I used him a lot in videos. But yeah, 10 out of 10. We also have 13 Wishes Spectra. She doesn't have her playset or pretty much any of her accessories. She just came with this like tube dress. But I love Spectra and I really want to collect more. Caddy Noir, technically from 13 Wishes, but also just her original basic doll. Caddy Noir is stunning, no doubt about it. I love her like super long dark pink hair. I love Caddy so much. I couldn't even possibly talk about all the details, but like here's her journal, there she is, she's gorgeous, and you guys already know it. Next up, we have Dracubecca, who unfortunately exists and is in our collection. I'm kind of a hater of the Freaky Fusion line, but also I love it in like a way that it's so weird. But overall, Dracubecca is pretty detailed and fairly cool, so I'm glad that we have her. Next up, we have Freaky Fusion Ghoulia, who was like part of a budget line Freaky Fusion thing where it was like a doll inspired by another character. So this is Ghoulia inspired by Draculaura, but I love the blue repaints. I kind of didn't like her for a little while, but now I do, so. We also have Claudia Wolf. Claudia Wolf is also one of my favorite Monster High dolls. I think she's super underrated as a character. I love that she was like in the film industry, and like I actually found her very inspiring when I was little, so I love her so much. She's like easily top 10 dolls that I have. Super detailed. I love her colors. Yeah, so she's awesome. Her journal is very cute, but yeah, 10 out of 10. Next up, we have River Styx. River Styx was a character who I kind of didn't like, or I liked her in the movie, but I didn't like the doll very much. But I do see the vision now, and like the pastel Grim Reaper thing is super cute. And I love the bones like inside of her. I do wish they'd been able to do the skull, but like, you know, it happens. From the same movie line, which is Haunted, I also have Vandala Doubloons, who I think is also extremely underrated. She's so detailed. Her peg leg is gorgeous. Her other shoe is gorgeous. I love her. I love taking pictures of her. And again, probably like one of my top 10 dolls that I have. I just love her so much. We also have LED from Boo York, the one and only Monster High musical. I guess there's musical movies now, but back in the day, this was the one and only musical. I love LED a lot more now. I didn't really connect to her character in the movies, but I do love the doll. We also have Headmistress Bloodgood, the one and only. I have Nightmare somewhere, but this was mostly dolls, so I didn't want to include him, but she's gorgeous, no doubt. I think she's Elvira's face, which is pretty cool also. This is our one and only Howleen. I believe she's called like Class Break or something. I'll put it on the screen. But she's like a school lunch version of her. I don't know if that makes sense. But I think she's adorable and I love her. Next up, we have the Werecat twins, Meowity and Persephone. I believe Persephone's the one with the darker hair. This came with a 2-pack with like a bike and their helmets, and it was a very cute 2-pack. I think it was more closer to G2, but I don't have the bike. I know it's probably around here somewhere. I love the Monster High Werecats, like as a species, I guess. And they didn't make many of the twins. There's only like 3 or 4 variations of them. So I'm really glad that we have some in our collection. Next up, we have Claude Wolf. I don't remember what line he's from. I think it's Carnival something. Yeah, he's the only Claude that I have. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, Claude. Next up, we have Gil. I wouldn't say this is Shriek Wrecked, but I know it's not. I don't necessarily care for Gil Weber, but I'm glad that we have a Gil Weber in our collection. Next up is Toralei Stripe. This is from Freaky Field Trip. You guys also maybe recognize this doll from my channel because I used her so much. I actually have 2 of her, and I think you can tell the variation in the face if you look at them side by side. But you guys know I love Toralei so much. Easily top 3 favorite Monster High characters. So next up we have Lorna McNessie from the Exchange Student line. I forget exactly what it was called, Monster Exchange or something. I love her. I think she's super cute, kind of underrated. I love the whole Scottish thing, and I love the Loch Ness Monster, so yeah. We also have Marisol Coxey, who is a Bigfoot Sasquatch character. I love how tall she is. We love to see the monster diversity, so she's cool. Next up, we have Dot Dead Gorgeous Draculaura. Again, got her second hand, but she's fairly complete. She has a lot of pieces. She's probably also the wonkiest doll we have in our collection. I don't know if you guys saw her, like, eye falling down her face, but yeah, she's cool, so. Next up, we have I Heart Fashion Scara Screams. Easily one of my favorite dolls that we own, and maybe favorite dolls in general. These I Heart Fashion dolls came with so many different pieces, and I use the pieces on so many different dolls, and I just think they're like one of the cooler lines Monster High's ever done. We also have Iris Clops from this line. I love that they chose like Comic-Con exclusive dolls to make in this line. I just think it gave them like so much more attention that they definitely deserved, because they're always like the coolest characters. Another I Heart Fashion Iris piece is like this outfit, which I have on a Dead Tired Draculaura that we have, but she came nude, so I don't have any of her pieces, so I just use this outfit on her. Next up, we have the, Gloom and Bloom, I think, line, Katrine Demue. She's my only Katrine, except for one that we use for custom, but I love her so much. And these dolls are so detailed for like the end of Monster High, and I love her darker makeup. We also have Jane Boolittle from this line. Jane Boolittle is gorgeous. This is the only one that we have. I love her like dark hair with like the reddish pink streaks in it. Very detailed, a cool doll in this line, and yeah. Next up, we have my only Freak You Chic doll, even though I would love to complete this line. It's the Honey Swamp one. I think she's supposed to be like a trapeze artist or like a marionette kind of thing. I love her so much. She's one of my favorite dolls, and I love taking pictures of her and displaying her. Next up, we have Casta Fierce, who, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I love her so much. I take pictures of her all the time. I remember distinctly asking for this doll for Christmas, and I just adore her, so. We also have Jennifer Long from Scaris. This was like her basic doll, but she was technically from Scaris. We got her second hand, so she's missing her tail, but otherwise very complete, and I absolutely adore her. Next up, we have School's Out Cleo, I believe. She might actually be the oldest Monster High doll that we have, and I got her second hand, and she's like surprisingly complete given that she's like 10 years old. We also have School's Out, actually I think this is Killer Style Frankie, but again, super detailed. I love Frankie. I love this like teal lipstick. She's gorgeous. We also have the 2015 reproduction of Cleo Denial. I would love to have her original doll or even the remake that they're about to come out with, the reproduction. So yeah, I love Cleo. You guys probably know this by now, but she's just one of my favorite Monster High characters of all time. Her dolls are always gorgeous, and I loved her character in the movies. I would love to own an original, like I said, but this one is easily one of my favorites in the meantime. A pretty good reproduction for 2015, to be honest. Now, the only older original doll I have is Toralei Stripe, and I got her for $30 in 2016 or 17, which is just crazy to me because now she's way more than that. But she was very complete when I got her. She didn't have her stand, but that was it that she was missing, out of box, of course. But I love Toralei so much, so having this doll, she was my holy grail doll for a really long time, and I'm so glad that I got her earlier in the game. And I adore her. We have Sweet Fang as well with his little bandana. I love the original dolls, and if this is the only one that I'm going to have forever, then I'm so thankful it's Toralei. Next up, we have the 2021 Creeproduction Frankie Stein. She is gorgeous. I love her so much. I'm so thankful to catch a reproduction. I made a post on my Instagram account about when I got her and how I saw them all in stores, but I only got Frankie. I'm so glad that I have her now because now they sell for almost as much as the originals, which doesn't make any sense. But I'm still so thankful that I have her, and I keep this one in box. Okay, so moving on to G3, I have 3 dolls. I have Frankie Stein here. I love Frankie's new blue skin. I love their style. I love everything they're changing about the character, and I just think that they're very cool. I also have G3 Draculaura. I love the split dye for her hair. I love the overall aesthetic. I like the whole witch thing. I think she's a cool character, and I really enjoyed watching her in the new show. And of course I have Toralei. I knew I needed to get this doll as soon as possible. I love her new aesthetic. I love that she's in a band, and I do like the longer hair, although I would like to see some shorter haired ones as well. But with that, you guys have now seen my entire Monster High collection. I included some shots here of the Mega Bloks figures we have, my one vinyl figure, of course it's Toralei, and some other cute little details. I think anyone who collects Monster High knows that there are a ton of details and a lot of things that we love about these dolls. So I couldn't possibly show everything, but I did my best, and this video had some technical difficulties, but I hope it was fairly painless to watch. I'm so glad that Monster High is getting more attention. I think that new collectors are more than welcome, but I'm so thankful for the ones that I have. I have collected these dolls over the course of 3 or 4 years, and then even more some now, and I'm glad that they're now taken care of and I can display them as needed or take pictures or film with them, and that they're kept safe and not just in a bin somewhere. So yeah. In this last clip, I am counting officially how many dolls that I have. However, I did forget one. But the total that I got was 54, and then I had this pile of custom dolls, broken dolls, secondhand, double, stuff like that, and there were 5 of them. So that made 59, and then I was like, cool, maybe I get one more, and then it's an even 60. But I did forget my Freak Du Chic Honey Swamp because I hung her back up on the shelf, or I put her back on the shelf right after I finished filming, so I did forget where I put her. So it is 60 even, which is kind of weird that it's so perfect.
Okay guys, so it is now the next day. I'm still sick. I actually feel a little bit worse, so that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was really fun for me over the past couple months to clean up these dolls and get them back more in their display condition. I do plan on getting some shelves and putting them either there or over my bureau, which is over there. I'm not sure just yet, but I do have some plans in the works. If I do end up doing that and I install shelves and I get the tools out and I get the display going, I will be sure to make that a video or post it somewhere. If you guys are interested in more doll content, I probably will be posting a lot more on this YouTube channel, but if I tend to get a little more inactive or try different things on this channel over the next couple months, my Instagram account is a great place. It's a great place to go. No, my Instagram account is where I mainly post about doll stuff, just the My Toy Movies on Instagram, but everything will be linked down below in the description box, as always. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, and bye. Peace out.